Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Listen English Story with GKS. Story 3. Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Little Red Riding Hood. She lived in a small village at the edge of a vast forest. She was called Little Red Riding Hood because she always wore a red hooded cloak that her grandmother had made for her. One day, her mother asked her to take a basket of food to her grandmother, who lived on the other side of the forest. Little Red Riding Hood was excited about the trip, and set out with the basket of food. As she walked through the forest, a wolf appeared and asked where she was going. Little Red Riding Hood told the wolf that she was going to visit her grandmother. The wolf then asked her where her grandmother lived, and Little Red Riding Hood gave him the directions. The wolf took a shortcut and reached the grandmother's house before Little Red Riding Hood. He entered the house, and ate the grandmother. He then disguised himself as the grandmother by wearing her clothes and getting into her bed. When Little Red Riding Hood arrived at her grandmother's house, she was surprised to see that her grandmother looked different. However, she did not suspect anything, and went ahead to give her the basket of food. The wolf asked Little Red Riding Hood to come closer, but she hesitated. The wolf then jumped out of the bed and chased Little Red Riding Hood around the room. Just as he was about to catch her, a woodsman appeared and rescued her. He killed the wolf and saved Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. After that incident, Little Red Riding Hood learned that she should not talk to strangers and should always be careful when she is walking alone in the forest. From that day on, she always remembered to stay on the path, and never to talk to strangers. Little Red Riding Hood returned to her village, where she told everyone about her adventure in the forest. The villagers were relieved that she was safe, and they all celebrated by having a big feast. Little Red Riding Hood was happy to be back home, and she knew that she had learned an important lesson. If you're looking for a fun and effective way to improve your English, subscribe to our channel, Listen English Story with GKS.